What's up, my guys and goddesses? I'm the Cherry Baby Skittle as tarot. What we say we want, we do we want, but what we won't be is disrespectful. Okay, or what we won't do. Holy Spirit, Ancestors, my eyes, light. Thank you as we go into my guys and goddesses energy. I ask that you block all psychic attack on your eye, turn it back to sender, transmute a blessing of this. Please give us a clear message that we need this time. Put strong hedge protection around this energy. Thank you, my Orishas. Thank you, my Archangels. Thank you, my deceased loved ones and my highest light. And thank you, Holy Spirit, of Shane. Amen. All right. The message I got is you could be an adult, okay? I'm talking about grown as hell, all right? But there's another adult or somebody who's grown as hell trying to keep you in this sad energy or something like that. All right, try to one or two things, trying to get you to be upset or mad with your parents about something, but you grown as hell now. Like, they trying to keep you in this energy. This is a form of trauma bonding. They're trying to get you in this energy. Damn. Ooh, Sagittarius energy. They may have Sagittarius in their chart somewhere. But somebody wants to keep you in this energy or want you in this energy for you to be mad with your parents. Maybe they haven't forgiven their parents. They want you mad at your mom. They want you mad at your dad. They trying to have you in some form of regret. Because to me, I feel like, people only repeat the same things that they were taught. Okay, so to try to crucify a person, all right, for some of the things that they have learned, because they only doing what they were taught to be right. Okay, somebody told them something was right, they did something right, or how something was done was right. Okay, and they did that further on in the generation. But somebody wants you to stay in this energy of unforgiveness, and you're like, baby, I'm grown. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I don't give a fuck about what happened to you. I'm saying, okay, it's that's not going to help me raise my kids, okay? That's not going to help me raise my child. That's not going to help me move forward, okay? Because by me holding on to this energy, I'm only attracting broken people. Meaning, when I get involved with somebody, all they're going to do is use that as a manipulation tactic in order to have their way with me. And then as soon as I want to address a problem, and the problem can be, why the fuck did you come in? Matter of fact, not only why did you come in at 3 o'clock in the morning, why didn't you wish me a happy Mother's Day? Why didn't you, you know what I'm saying? What's up with this bitch, that bitch, that, what's up with this nigga, this, that, it doesn't matter. All right. And the first thing they're going to say is, I understand that you still mad at your mother. And you like, what that got the fucking do with diseases and catching shit? Why the fuck did you come in at 3 something in the morning? One thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. Type shit. Okay? I ain't talking to my mama. I ain't talking to my daddy. I'm talking to your ass, motherfucker. Why is this shit happening? Okay? Because it's really giving, I'm hearing this song, Prince. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Like, it's really Doves Cry. That's the song I'm hearing. Oh my God. Okay, so it's really giving like somebody is trying to use that. But then if you flip it and say, well, it's the reason between you know, the problems you have with your mama or the problems that you got with your daddy is the reason why you come in 3 o'clock in the morning, and then they get mad, or what that got to do with anything. But that's the question I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, what did my mama have anything to do with it, or what did my daddy have anything to do with this? Why is they in this situation? Okay, so, and I had a situation with a friend. Well, I ain't know if we friends still, but I was telling her that I was going through something during my marriage, and I wasn't feeling right mentally, right? And it was fucking with me, but I didn't know how to word it to her. And the first thing she said, oh, maybe, you could be going through depression. Like, some people just need to admit that they're not really good with psychology when it comes down to being a friend. It's not saying that they are not good friends. It just means they're not really good with psychology when it comes down to being a shoulder to cry on, confirmation. Okay, it's not saying that they can never be a good friend in other places in life, right? But some people just not good with listening skills when it comes down to how you feel and what bothers you, when it comes down to things around you. Some stuff could be surrounding your parents. Some things could be surrounding your uncles. Some things could be surrounding your cousins. And some things could surround people who have really hazed you and really bullied you in the past or made you feel like shit. A lot of times it can be that, but it ain't all the time. Sometimes it's the situation that's being presented in front of you. You know what I'm saying? What good is me, like for instance, my car in the shop, what good is me I love my parents, but that ain't got nothing to do with my car being in the shop. My car is in the shop because it needs to be fixed. Right? But people who fail at listening skills or just not good with people when it comes down to psychology, they'll say, well, why don't, maybe it's the relationship you got with your parents on why your car just not fixed already, because they thought you was the golden child in your family. You're not the golden child. Okay? You might not even been the scapegoat or the black sheep. You just probably was different. Right? But you got people out there that lived under those household things, and you can't even be an adult in peace. Right? And I'm not even talking about parents. I'm talking about people who you meet on a day-to-day basis that blame your parents. You can't have a solid relationship. You can't. It's like they hold you captive through your parents. And it's like, no, my parents ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you mistreated me. My parents ain't got nothing to do with that. My cousin ain't got nothing to do with that. Nobody have anything to do with the fact that my issue with you is regarding something with you, or your issue with me is regarding something with me. Right? Sometimes our family do get involved, okay? But a family dynamic that truly wants you to not only mature, but understand that you have to soon make decisions on your own, because guess what? That's what your children are going to eventually look for you to do. Help them out. How can you give advice if you don't have it? Right? So and that's how a lot of our generation got sucked up in, and it started for a while. A lot of the generation got sucked up into the grandparents raising their grandchildren, because they allowed their parent to be the parent of their children, all the way up to the point where they feel like it was okay to say that you're incapable of raising your children because you have given them too much power. Okay, we have Taurus. Now, don't get me wrong. There is situations where parents do, family do step in. But that energy where it was needed in can be effective if your family knows that you're mature. That type of energy where it's happening somewhere else can be very toxic to a healthy family dynamic. It can. We have Pisces. We have a Sagittarius. It could be a Sagittarius under illusion about this Libra 12th house North Node energy, or this Sagittarius and Libra 12th house North Node energy is under some form of illusion. By Aquarius 12th house North Node energy. Capricorn 12th house North Node energy. Yeah, this Gemini Leo 12th house North Node energy is in there, Jupiter. Okay, this Aries was being undisciplined about a situation surrounding Scorpio 12th house North Node energy. Okay, it's a Gemini. Okay, raising hell about social media or astrology. All right. Yeah, they're raising hell with the Earth towards Virgo, Capricorn 12th house North Node energy. You got Virgo 12th house North Node energy. Cancer's the Empress surrounding the Leo, or some form of Leo energy. You got Water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 12th house, North Node energy has learned a lesson about hidden communication that was taking place around the air, Gemini, Leo, Aquarius, because the secret has been removed. Okay? Yeah, we have resistance. All right. Yeah, like I said, with resistance and wound to heal, resistance in the upright, wound to healer in reverse. Okay, somebody is trying to cause resistance in a family dynamic or several family dynamics, or wanted to be a family, some type of disruption in a family dynamic. Okay, so that they can make a mother life living hell. Okay, so it'll come off as if they're not a good mother. All right. Or they're not happy to be a mother, or they got a problem with being a mother, or something like that. But that's not their energy that they're picking up. They're picking up somebody else's energy. Okay? The intuition is blocked. Alright? Yeah. They thought if they broke up a cosmetic relationship surrounding something, they would receive miracles. Alright? But that alchemy is not going to work simply because, alright, some form of creativity, okay, that took place was established to shame people who do things like that. Okay, you're supposed to be making the family dynamic stronger, not breaking it apart. All right. Yeah. So somebody's using that as a manipulation tactic. All right. To prevent people from really living their lives when they want to be themselves. Right. And making it. It's like you ought to be ashamed of wanting to manifest and have money, or wanting to be successful to take care of your kids, or take care of your home, or pay bills. And then when you do what they say, or something like that, could be, like I said, it could be friends, could be family, or it could be somebody you trusted. As soon as you do what they say, thinking that they're giving you good advice, because keep in mind, these people or whoever this is that keep trying to blame your parents for every damn thing, okay, they want you to follow their lead, but they're not really good with psychology. They're not good with that. All right. So as soon as you thinking that you're doing the right thing by going about something differently, then they're gonna shame you for that too. What do you mean you don't have the money to do this? What do you mean you don't have the money? They're not good with psychology. Okay. All right. I'm hearing reverse psychology. So they might be real good with reverse psychology, but they're not good with psychology. Meaning they know how to flip some shit to make it seem like it's your problem, but they don't know how to find a solution to the problem. They like to blame people. That's all they want to do is the blame game. He'll be dealing with an Aries because my head started hurting. Yeah, that's the end of that cycle. Okay, nobody's buying that anymore, especially if you're following me. Yeah, I'm telling you, especially if you're following me, you're gonna reclaim your power surrounding something. And I'm not trying to say dream, it's just the truth. People can't be at peace with that type of shit because it's keeping you immature surrounding success. Okay, and you need to know that everybody don't know as much as what you know, and sometimes they do know what you know, but they just not grounded enough to even be solid in what they're telling you, because they get easily influenced by friends. They might overdrink, they might drink a lot, they might only have good advice in their mind when they drink, and sometimes they ain't always good advice because their intuition be blocked when they need to just pay attention to the things around them that they just refusing to see. Okay. That involves them not being awakened about something. Because whatever it is that they're doing is throwing them off focus. And it doesn't even make any sense. And there's an Aquarius 12th house North Node energy needs to know that somebody's not stabbing them in the back, okay? Yeah. We got the Moon card, Piscean energy. Okay. Yeah. Something is being celebrated because something is not being seen or exposed. And that's because it's going to prevent conflict. All right. Yeah. Somebody wanted to stop somebody's wheel from turning, surrounding their wheel of fortune, a lump sum of money, rainfall of money. They wanted to stop that, okay? But they only caused their own injustice by doing that, okay? Because somebody was not stabbing somebody in the back, all right? Somebody was not breaking Aquarius' heart. They're not doing that, all right? They actually got the Two of Cups with them, okay? So we got with the Five of Swords in reverse and the Chariot in reverse, okay, somebody wanted some form of, they want something to stop, okay, surrounding moving forward. All right, they want somebody to stop or some people to stop trying to use how somebody moved forward against them. Yeah, that's what I definitely got. Okay. Yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles. All right. They feel like all of that it just screams immature. It just screams it. All right. Somebody thought that they was going to get somebody locked up for money. No, that ain't going to happen. That cycle has ended. Okay. Somebody's not going to lock somebody up for that. All right. Somebody was really hoping like maybe if I can prove that you really sat somebody back, or you really hurt somebody, or you really, that's really what I got out of that. Like, even me as a reader, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you got to be dark. Okay, so out of all 144,000, okay, because that's how many chosen ones out here, you chose me to be the dark one, to lock me up. Now, make it make sense now. That's what somebody need to understand. That don't make any sense. And then 9 times out of 10, they're using a reader. They're using a reader to try to shut me down. Like, they ain't dark. Like, somebody literally mind their damn business. Somebody's literally minding their damn business. Why they minding their business to find ways to shut them down? That's like us. And somebody's not getting locked up for that. Okay? Somebody's not. All right? They're going to put your ass in the mental institute before that. Okay? I'm not kidding. Ace of Swords. They're going to bind your ass first. That don't even make any sense. They're like, you know what? First thing I'm going to ask you, how did you get that information? If that information didn't make sense, they're going to be like, why would you get another one reader? Or why would you get this reader? Or why would you do cards yourself? Or why would you... Somebody's trying to make something seem something that is not. And somebody like, I'll balance it out, all right? Okay? I'm going to lock your ass up because whatever that is that you're trying to do doesn't even make any damn sense. Okay? It don't make any logical sense at all. You just spying on somebody and starting shit when judgment don't need to be called on somebody because they're not in devil energy. Okay? Get the fuck on with that shit. That's the overall energy I got with this. Okay? Quit trying to find problems in what somebody do because you don't know how to do it. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be rap. It could be reading cards. It could be watch detail cards. It could be any fucking thing. It could be hair. It could be any damn thing. You could be a motivational speaker. Okay? Quit trying to find a problem in everything that somebody does because you don't know how to do it. Then the first thing you want to blame is somebody, blame their parents. Oh, I'm going to blame your parents because you're so gifted. Because that's what all that shit came out to look like. And when they can't use that, they start, let me tell you something. When they can't hate on you, they start lying. That's what they do. They try to hate on you through your parents. That's what I got. Or they wanted somebody to hate their parents because they don't like them. So instead of them directly, because that's indirect hate. Oh, I don't like you, so I'm going to just get you and your parents into it enough, okay, so that you and your parents be back and forth so it don't look like I'm the problem. But they really are. Yeah, somebody's not in their feelings about a situation, a rivalry. Yeah, they gonna a rivalry. They're not in their feelings about something. Okay, they're gonna smoothly do something else to make somebody struggle. So one thing ain't work. They're gonna find something else. Okay, but something gonna be reversed. All right, because somebody's not gonna help them on that. Yeah. Somebody was frustrated about something that was seen on social media. They were so frustrated. A father figure, okay, Aquarian energy, all right, want to bring punishment to somebody, all right, but somebody is not someone's lover. That's why they're not going to get any help with that, okay? Somebody's not someone's lover, and it's intentionally done like that because somebody, what they do is, let me tell you what they do. What they do is they get somebody with similar placements as yours, and get them to do something to portray the situation so it look like whoever that you're dealing with is betraying you. That's why readers don't date, because you got childish people like this who does shit like that. You got childish people, you powerful people. They can be powerful with titles. They cannot be powerful with titles. It could be a father figure, period. Okay, it could be your baby daddy on some shit like that. Okay, or it could be a feminine and some masculine energy. All right, ready to do some shit that's so fucking childish, and then they wonder why. And they do it on purpose to make sure readers don't ever have a relationship. So when the readers start reading or something like that, and this is just a scenario I'm using because I witnessed this. So whenever you start reading or you look at your cards, it looks like your person is betraying you when they're not. It's somebody who's hating on you in the background that's doing that shit because they mad at what you said. Childish as fuck, dog. Yeah. But somebody know that somebody can't do that. Surround somebody's business because they done saw it already. That was a secret. All right. So they're gonna have to fall back because somebody gonna do some magic on their ass if they don't stop. Okay. Or magic gonna be done automatic magic. Okay. It's one of those situations. If you don't want to mature, it would be forced upon you, one way or another. Because one thing about Jupiter energy, Jupiter has no problem kicking you clean up out of it and putting you right back in your Saturn. So what you cannot understand or what you fail to realize in your Jupiter energy, as far as maturity, Jupiter pushes you back out. That's scientifically proven, even with astrology, even with the planets. Even NASA discovered that. Somebody mad, but that's the truth. That has been scientifically proven. That if you do anything outside of your purpose that's around your fortune, under your Jupiter energy, it will kick you back into whatever zodiac your placement is under Saturn. So you will have to go back to Saturn's empire to figure it out. To dodge anything that's going to cause you any mishaps, whether it's your money, whether it's your life, whether it's your livelihood. Alright, Samson had love song, trust them hoes either. I use love songs to connect with you, my baby. Okay. Second house in reverse. Spiritual leader, brotherhood, sisterhood. You taste so good, baby, in reverse. Okay. So what I got is somebody with locks, okay? is connecting with you through love songs, okay? They may be in a organization, okay? They're not trying to, they may not be really connected with their ancestors like that, all right? Or somebody isn't. But when you taste so good, baby, okay, in reverse, this is somebody you might not have slept with this person, okay? You got money, power, respect, okay? Something surrounding the fourth house, whatever your placement is in your fourth house, all right? Money, power, respect. Her other baby daddy and his family. You got beauty salon. Yes, in reverse. Okay. So this is not surrounding somebody who was at a beauty salon, working at a beauty salon, or something like that. Okay. This is strictly somebody who you're a damn good father, great man. This is somebody who somebody else's baby daddy or something like that. What I got is somebody with locks, okay? It's not sleeping with a person. This is somebody other baby daddy and something, okay? Something surrounding the fourth house. They use love music to connect with somebody with a beauty salon. That's another thing I got. Somebody who's a spiritual leader is not really connected with their ancestors, okay? They spiritual in heritage, but they do have money, power, respect. But we got yes in reverse. I'm kind of confused in that. We have squirter, another reader hating because the big boss wants you. Okay, so this is something like maybe you got the power to manifest whatever that you want. Okay, they just was waiting on the coast to be clear about something surrounding you so that they can really be with you like they want to. Okay, that's all that is. All right. So if you think it's somebody who worked at a beauty salon, at a beauty salon or everywhere, no, okay. And this was somebody's other baby daddy and something, no. Somebody's okay with the idea of two people being together, okay. So if somebody thinking like somebody got a problem with that, no, all right. We have retail sales. Yeah. This is somebody who we got retail. All right. Somebody who does retail or do something in sales, okay? They just want to clear something up real quick. All right. Maybe somebody thought something was a problem. Nothing. No. Okay. Nope. All right. Somebody wants someone to be happy. Okay. It's really giving power couple vibes. So if this person makes you happy, all right, and this is who you want to be with, I say go for it. Okay, go for it. Cause you don't want to be with somebody you're not gonna be happy with, or you feel like it's gonna be tormenting whatever you got going on. All right. Yeah, we have rewards. Okay, that's good. Yeah, some form of rewards is taking place for you because you remain your composure surrounding something, and that's good. Okay, yeah, that's all. That's all Spirit wanted you to do. Okay. Yeah, we got connections in reverse. Okay, another thing I'm getting, something about you remain your composure, confirmation. Something about you remain your composure surrounding people disconnecting from you. All right, that's good. Yeah, you chose to heal. Yeah, you're not gonna go through any miscalculations surrounding something. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's something to look out for. You know what I'm saying. You might feel like something is an endangerment. No. Okay. Yeah. Somebody just want the truth. Somebody's security surrounding the enterprise. All right. Because how people collaborate or how somebody does something. Okay. Somebody just want to take what somebody work hard for. That's what I got out of that. Somebody just want to take something. Because they the robbers. And I'm telling you, they don't want that. All right. They need to scratch that out their list. All right. Because somebody had already prepared something nice for their ass if they even attempt to do anything. All right. Somebody just not playing with somebody. All right. It's like somebody hit you, and then you like, okay, and then they hit you some more. And this time they decided to put a kick me sign on the back of your shirt. So now you like, all right, bet. that's all it was. All right, bet. Since you think this shit funny to you, okay. See, I had a plan before the plan. Before that plan. Okay, so I have 1,001 ways to do you bad while you still coming up with plan B. All right, I had already prepared that shit right for your ass. The question is, can you see it? Right? All because I knew that's what you was gonna do. You know, it's kind of like when somebody have watched somebody do something. It's kind of like I have seen you do something to somebody, and then you turn around and gave them the news. Like I've literally seen you do that to somebody multiple times, and you thought you was gonna do that with me. Okay. And I think for that very reason, it's the reason why somebody's upset. Somebody's obsessed with somebody. It's their mind. I can't make this up. Live yourself first in reverse and get to know each other. Somebody's obsessed with someone's mind. They intrigued. At the same time, they hate it. They hate how it's like I hate how much I love you. That's what it's given. That's what somebody in the background doing. But pay attention to the red flag. Somebody hates it, but they so intrigued. It's safe for you to love. Keep an open mind, engagement. Yeah, it's safe for you to love whoever that you're dealing with. Okay, please don't have any ill will thoughts about that person. All right, they fuck with you. All right. It just took them to understand and took them to see that. All right. I hope this message helped you. Y'all be blessed.